Walk into any grand estate from the 1800s and look at the fireplace. You'll see iron backing, copper plating, and intricate metalwork, but rarely any soot. I remember walking through an old Maryland manor where the hearth felt warm despite no wood being present. It wasn't a place for fire. It was a mode for atmospheric electricity. This is the Ghost Hearth. It was never intended to burn organic material. It was intended to bridge the gap between the ether and the home. Historically, these hearths were part of a localized, neighborhood-wide resonance system. They didn't stand alone. They were indoor terminals for a massive energy grid that cost the resident exactly $0. Naturally, we called it progress when we decided to cap them. We traded a free atmospheric charge for a monthly utility bill and a low battery notification. Chimneys that once pulled free energy from the air were now sealed or converted into exhaust vents for coal and gas. Because why harvest the sky for free when you can pay a corporation to dig up the ground? We were taught to believe that a home must consume to survive. By disconnecting the Ghost Hearth, they forced us into a state of extraction. In the gilded way of life, we recognize that this capping wasn't an upgrade. It was the first fragmentation of our structural integrity. We didn't just lose free power, we lost the sovereign right to live in an environment that didn't come with a 30-day cycle. The science behind these structures is a masterclass in physics that makes our HVAC system look like a collection of very expensive hair dryers. The Gilded Age fireplace was, in reality, a sophisticated capacitor. It utilized a combination of conductive copper, mercury, and specialized iron to pull ions from the atmosphere and radiate them as high-frequency energy. This isn't just antique tech. It is awe-inspiring, a form of mastery that treated the home as a living battery rather than a drafty box. While modern heating systems used forced air that strips the environment of its vitality and your skin of its moisture, the Ghost Hearth used ionic charge to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the ultimate software for your real estate. It's much easier to reach ascension when your house isn't constantly trying to dehydrate your spirit. When we analyze this through the triangle of restoration, we see a system designed for total alignment. It targets the body by reducing inflammation, through ionic balance. Through ionic balance, the mind, by inducing a state of calm that you usually have to pay a retreat center for. And the spirit, by connecting you to the literal pulse of the planet. It is a forensic restoration of the atmosphere itself. We are not just warming up a unit, we are recharging an occupant. Welcome to the archives.